Dety.
And this is Mimi.
And this is dety&mimi review things.
Yay. We're in mourning though.
Yes.
You know.
Sorrows
and prayers and condolences to love, apparently. Love is not only blind, love is dead. That's dramatic.
Love is dead?
Love is dead.
Okay, I thought we were going with other senses, but we're just like, we're fully dead.
Dead.
Okay.
It's actually dead. Okay, because... And I saw a tweet that said a producer needs to come and answer for their crimes at the reunion. And I second that because what the hell?
Yeah. Too many
they just go on missing things keep slipping through the cracks. It's like you didn't know, or you knew and you intentionally are putting people through hell and torture for
I have a
entertainment.
question, like, because we had a conversation, like, do they have a private investigator? Like, seems like something that could have been easily found out about Tyler. I'm just gonna go straight into it. Tyler and his
Is he a sperm donor? Is he a father? We don't know.
We don't know. It's just too much going on in that regard. Then Ramsey is talking about birth control, but not wanting to be accountable for it.
Ramsey don't like condom, but he expects us to get pregnant.
Exactly. So there's that.
Sir.
Then there's Steven. Oh my God.
Steven is a letdown. But when you remember, but the thing is, I don't even believe once a cheater always a cheater. But Steven is trying to
prove that,
convince me that once a cheater always a cheater. Because what do you mean that you were drunk at a first was a sleep test? Why are you drunk?
Why are you not sleeping?
And then apparently Monica said when she looked through messages that I read like how she found out. So she found out because Garrett and Taylor had sent a group message, so she was checking his phone to see the message, and then a new message just came in. You know, this is what I like God. You don't have to go and snoop. Evidence is ill. That was Nigerian slip.
Say it.
Evidence usually comes up to you. It's now up to you to look at it or not. But I'm so sorry if somebody is like being trifling. I'm sorry. Evidence will come to you. That's what I believe anyway. I don't believe in snooping. So she said she went to check the phone for the message, and then right above the message from Garrett was this message, and the message just popped in, right? So she now opened it, and then she now started seeing all the rubbish. And I said that it had been going on for weeks. It's not just because it made it sound like it was only last night, but no, it wasn't. And she said that she wanted to pick up on camera because she didn't want it to be a thing where he would go and say something else happened, that she wanted it to be recorded, that this is why she ended things.
Yeah, that's good.
And then they asked her about the Venmo thing. She said that she has exes that she paid for stuff, and then she just let them go. So she's like, this one, I'm not letting it. That's why she asked them to Venmo her for everything.
I think the other exes need to pay too, wherever they are. I'm sorry. Yeah, everybody pays.
No, obviously everybody should pay, but obviously I'm sure that now she's like whatever. But from now henceforth, that this is not.
The whole Steven cheating thing. Do you think that if she didn't read through the messages, he would have told her that he did something, or do you think he would have just gone through with it?
He would have gone through because he had already been doing it. She said that, and I don't think Monica is a liar. She said that she had been seeing messages were going back further, because he tried to, even on the camera, he was saying that, oh no, it was just that last night. And based on her, she said that no, they have been chatting even throughout the experiment, and like as in him and the girl were chatting throughout the experiment.
Since they came back. Or before because they didn't have their phone during.
Yeah, obviously they didn't have their phone that time, but after that they were chatting that, and it looks like it's someone that he had something with in the past. Yeah. So they've been, on and on doing their sexy chatting rubbish.
My next thing is, Monica said something that we all ask these men: why did you come on this show?
Yeah, and he was just like, if
you knew you weren't ready, why were you here? Because you're wasting people's times. You're wasting these women's times.
Wasting our time.
Same thing with what's his name?
Who?
Taylor, or what's his name?
No, Trevor from last season.
No. Forget about this season. The guy Tyler. Thank you. See, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even really good with names. But once you're trifling, your name is never going to stick in my head. Like, no. So Tyler, with his nonsense. Why wouldn't you tell the producer? Okay, let's even go with your sperm donor story. Why is it that was not something you already said? Or you mentioned in the pods? That's a problem for me. Like a big, big problem. And I don't think that Ashley should marry you. Because it's coming out that it might not be exactly what you're saying it is. So that's a problem. That's a big problem. So why are you here? Tyler, why are you here? Steven, why are you here? You're not serious. You're not ready. Why are you here?
Yes. And I don't like the fact that, like everybody I mean, I've heard people on the internet, people that review the show, and like Tyler and Ashley were like the golden couple. And just to
he said all the right things.
You're now praying.
He's scary. He's a scary person.
Still let thunder fire you,
He's
as we say in my country.
Yes, he's scary because like, how do you go off sitting down before you go to bed every night?
Let's pray.
Praying. You're making Christians look bad because underneath all of that was a huge lie. And you were comfortably going to bed every night.
And then he's saying that, oh, they should come out at the reunion. I said, let that reunion come and let that truth not make sense. Because those were saying on the pictures.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. There's not Steven too wants to explain himself. Please, all of you should come and explain yourself. Because actually, it's a load of bollocks.
This is a shit show.
It's a load of
I'm not happy.
Yes, that's what I was saying. I Love It Blind has Canada, Love It Blind US is. They are so into the mess. It's not even funny.
And do you know what's funny about the producers? That they tried to not be messy.
I don't think they tried, actually.
Not selecting Leo and...
I don't think because I kind of feel like they knew about Tyler's baby mama situation. I don't think it's...
Okay, then why did you let him on the show?
She'll be their largest guy with her child. Why
but Jessica mentioned that she had a child.
In the
pod. Yeah. And you know, one thing that, as the Colin guy, I noticed that he nudges people to say things in the pod. Because that was the whole situation with, what's her name? The one that, oh God, I can't remember her name now. The one that she found out that she knew someone.
Lydia,
yeah. And then the producers were like, okay, fine. If you guys are going to stay, you have to tell the person that you're talking to. So I feel like if they knew about the Tyler situation, they would have made sure that he said it, because that was what they did prior. There's precedence for that. I personally think they didn't do their due diligence enough.
And
that's what I think.
Even more problematic, because look at now, like, you're broken Ashley's heart, because forget about the viewers' heart.
Yeah.
The premise of the show is to actually find love.
Yeah.
And that Americans are just into mess and into nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But people still actually are interested in the love. You don't want people to start watching it like, anyways, what am I saying? It's the same production company that does Married at First Sight. Everybody watches that thing like they were going to the circus. We're not watching it with any seriousness, because chances are highest one couple is making it out of the 5 that they selected. In Married at First Sight.
Sometimes none.
Yeah, obviously there are times that have been none. I mean, I've watched the last 2 seasons. I watched. Okay, no, one previous season before this last one. Last season, none, because Becca and Austin said yes, but then Austin had to go out to the producer, and by the next day, Becca was like, no. I was like, what? Yes, because the producer, and apparently the producer went out to the one that have been causing problems in their relationship since. So, you know, I think that they've said that, oh, these are the bridesmen that are leaders of everything, but they don't have that little sense to just. Anyways, this is not even a man bashing thing. Before people can say I'm coming from me now, but like, it's actually just annoying that his common sense does not tell him that maybe that's not the person you should be hanging out with, given the history. And also, on decision day, why are you hanging out with somebody that is not your wife? Make it make sense. So, anyways, so I have a lot of, obviously we have thoughts, but these ones are just the beginning thoughts. We have a lot of other people, but everybody, let me just say, I'm Team Hannah all the way. I don't care who doesn't like her. I love Hannah.
Well, a lot of people are like, they think Nick is being, I won't use the word bully, they think that,
I think the only thing I don't like is that she can't take what she's dishing out. That's the only thing I don't like, because he made one joke about her being unemployed and she like got paid.
She's actually, I make more money than you.
You called him stupid, you've called him financially illiterate, you've called him all. He is financially illiterate.
And Nick actually takes things well.
He takes them well.
He actually does.
He takes them, because I think he realized that he probably is immature, and he probably is like, I do have some work, but it doesn't excuse her beating down. And it's the fact that her family also knows that that's who she is, and they're all like, oh yeah, that's Hannah. I'm like, what do you mean that old yet? You know what I mean?
That's Hannah.
There's not a Nigerian, actually for a girl mom, no, she gonna sit you down and be like, no, come here, and they're about to marry. This is your behavior, you need to stop it.
Yes, it needs to change.
I want to be like, come. Everybody's complaining about your mouth. What's this going on? What do you mean that? Yeah, just insulting your. What do you mean? But then this one, they're just like, and then but I love her parents. They give really good advice, and I think what confuses Hannah is that probably her mom. Okay, like when you see a couple that's married forever, they've gotten this, they've figured it out. So that's what she walked into. And also Nick too. He walked into it because they're both their parents. They seem very easy.
Yeah.
So they walked into that and they're like, oh yes, however I am, the other person will accept. It's like, no, that's not how it started. They were probably fighting a lot in the beginning, and then they understood each other and figured it out.
They also don't listen to advice, I noticed, like from their parents. Like we're gonna come back here and discuss about Love is Blind Habibi. And people's parents and people's like older siblings are giving solid advice. And I feel like it's just going in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, like, people are not taking advice.
They're not.
But like Hannah's one was bad because even her brother was now bonding with Nick over like just how terrible she is, and I'm like, that's not a good sign because it's gonna continue. Because what's gonna happen is that when you guys fight, Nick now knows he has allies in your family. And because I'm like, this was on TV. Okay, this guy was saying this thing in front of camera. Now the cameras are off. He calls her now unprintable names because
the brother.
Yes,
because I don't think so. I think he's even scared. Like it seems like he probably just
I said now as in when the cameras are off behind her back, not to her face.
Okay.
I'm sure he calls her unprintable. I'm sure he calls her the B word. Yeah, I'm sure he calls her the B word and all kinds of things because clearly, like and it's fact that she knows. I'm like, you know that you have a problem. That's another thing I need women to explain to me. You know that you have a problem because this is also for Alex. You know that you have a problem. Oh, that's how I am. You know me. What do you mean you know you? I don't know you.
I saw her in the comments saying that, oh, I wasn't mean. I'm not mean, girl.
Yeah,
I wasn't mean to him. No, I wasn't. I'm like,
girl, you were mean. Even in front of your family, you're like, you know how I be, and they're like, oh yes, we know. We know.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to do things in sequential order because I want to get straight to Alex's room. That's where I want to go to right now on national TV.
Not just her room, the whole apartment.
Yes, I want to go straight into it. And like when he said, "Oh, should I take my shoes off?" When she wasn't planning to take her out.
Okay, I'll take mine off too.
But she was being polite. No, he was being polite. Yeah. And this is how I know that. And I'm sorry, Alex's default is a bit of a mean girl. A little bit is she goes, yeah, take your shoes off. She doesn't take hers off. Then wait. She goes, oh yeah. Because in her brain, it computed that, oh, I told him to take his shoes off, so I should take my shoes off. That's when she took her shoes off. I'm like, there's no need to take a shoe off in this house. This is not a shoes off our household. Let's be honest.
That was a shoes on the couch household. What the hell are we talking about here? Let's
be honest with ourselves.
And Tim is a better man than me because I'm nothing in heaven and hell will make me take off my shoes in that place. God, I feel like at any moment you can see rats coming out of the place. Like,
no,
I'm messy.
No, like
I'm messy. But
we knew we were going. See the thing, this is my problem. If you don't show shame in the beginning.
No,
it's
a
problem. It's a problem. Because I mean, in the beginning of like dating someone, you want to impress the person, right?
No, Alex is a pretty girl. She don't need to impress him. Her face and her booty already impressed him. So. Okay. Clearly she enjoys. She takes advantage of pretty privilege. Yeah. Probably, guys will probably just highest mention it like, oh, you're messy. And she's like, I know.
I'm just a girl.
When I saw that thing, I remember the dirty girl from Friends. Do you remember? I don't know if you guys watch Friends.
I don't remember that episode.
Ross was dating this girl, very hot.
Okay, I think I remember. He went to
episode, apartment, and then he described it. He said that he said, just think of when time has ended and all that remains is trash. That's a place. And I was like, yes.
I remember that.
To the point that he saw something moving in one of the chips bags and then he used a racket, once again, just a scattered plate, to try to kill it. And she's like, oh no, that's my hamster. And I was like, oh sorry. She's like, oh no, that's just a rat. He just was like, oh no, we're done here.
Yeah, that was something to
because
be.
A hot aid,
I'm sorry, you know me, you know how I do with shame. There's no way.
If I knew that they're going to come and film my room, I will hide everything.
I'll
hide everything now. It's so easy.
Like my room will be pristine. If it was already clean, it will become pristine.
It might not even be that clean, but I will hide all the mess.
It will look like you could perform surgery in this place. Like for TV,
yes,
we're definitely cleaning up.
I'll hide the mess. Like my room is messy. I mean, there's a reason why my room is messy. I don't know why she said I was trying to pack.
She has a whole house. She has so much space, so there's no excuse as to why you're messy. Even if you're trying to arrange. And then she said, "Oh, some of it is for giveaway."
And then she had garbage bags.
Yeah, some of it is for giveaway. Some of it is to throw away, and some of it is to sell. Sorry, and some of it I'm like. So did you sort all of this out, or you just?
No. And if she was going to do that, then she had done that for everything. And just let us look at your apartment. I'm still seeing full of garbage bags.
And someone said that I saw a tweet. there's no way that she has this much clothes in her house and then all she's wearing is a romper. And I'm like, you guys, that's funny. But seriously, girl,
That's true.
I think she's like kind of person that when she needs a new outfit, she's like, I can't be bothered to search through, and she just buys a new one.
No, then that place should not be messy because why is what?
No, because she's it's already messy, so she got to the messy level, and then instead of her to like arrange things so she can find things, she's like, I'll just buy a new thing.
And she left it on.
So
the
that's
bed.
why she has so much stuff.
And that's why she left it on the bed.
Yeah, because you see, she has so much stuff for that reason. Yeah.
Sure. I was glad that they didn't show us her fridge. I'm very sure I didn't want to see.
Or the washroom.
Girl, I'm glad I didn't get to see that. So, but yeah, gosh, it's not even the girls. It's human beings do better because we saw Tim's house. Tim's house was okay. Like it was neat enough. It was clean enough. It was very okay. And
just
now
a little
he's going to
cluttered, but
bring her
just because he has a
into
lot of tchotchkes, right? Yeah.
And now I'm going to bring her into that. Oh my
Girl, please,
lanta.
no. Like at this point, or let me speak like Nigerian. At this juncture, I think only one person should get married.
Who?
Taylor and Garrett, yeah. At this point, I was on board for Hannah and Nick, but then after meeting the family and meeting her brother and hearing all those things, I'm like, I don't know. I think they can date. They should date. I don't think they should marry.
That dating thing doesn't work. We've already.
But because no one wants to put in the work into it. Like I feel like when you marry someone, you're like, I'm married. I have to put in the work before I leave.
Yeah,
but I feel like dating or staying engaged, get to know each other and work on it, and then get married is where I stand on it. But
that's the ideal, but based on how the show is,
it doesn't work because they choose to just go their separate ways. Like, and to me, let's even just go straight into it. I guess we're just talking about everything now. Just go straight into it. You keep love bombing and saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Every other sentence.
And then I'm like, okay, fine. And then when the experiment, you guys say no adult and you can't date each other, I don't understand it. Isn't this the person that you said you loved?
Yeah, and I don't get people that are always saying, oh, the production says we must get to a certain point, because that's not true. A lot of people break up. People break up at the vacation stage. People break up in the house stage before. You don't have to make it to the altar. Like, why are you making me wear a dress and play on TV for you to go and tell the person no? Are you mad? Don't let me swear for some. Anyways, thank God they can't be my friend. Because I'll be like, I'll warn the person I'll be like, see, the kind of severe one I'm giving you. If I wear dress and wear makeup, do my hair, wear
come for a wedding and you don't marry,
and you say no. If the other person says no, it's okay. But if you
say no, we're still passing. I'm eating.
Yeah, but I will insult you because what do you mean? Like as in if you knew you're going to say no, then don't. Like that's why I respected Chelsea and was Jimmy. I mean I don't respect Jimmy for a lot of things, but the one thing I respected him for was for ending things before he got to the wedding day. Because
Chelsea was all going through that thing.
Yeah, Chelsea was going through it, which I don't think was going to be good for her because I mean, after everything that came out afterwards, we know that Jimmy was not the nicest person like in a relationship. So
and then you found out some crazy stuff about her that she cheated in her
first marriage. Apparently, according to her ex-husband, he said that the reason why they divorced is that she cheated. So
that's not
good. He was a military man. Apparently, that made it worse. But so. I was like, I sure hope that's not true because I actually do like Chelsea, but I like that she's likable. She's very likable, so the blowback's not gonna be that deep. So I'm cool with it.
Oh, and then the last thing before we go in sequential order is everybody has glued up.
Hannah and Alex have lost weight. Garrett has grown out his hair.
And then we'll talk about Love is Blind Habibi too, but those ones too are like after the show have changed too, and I'm like, okay. Everybody is glowing up. Remember, when are we glowing up?
Nobody has broken my heart that severely.
So
I need to glow up.
Okay, I guess we need wear one heartbreak away.
Alright, let's jump into it.
Alright.
So the first thing they did was just like show the different dates. I think it was like a final date. So like Monica and Ramses went on a yacht date. Monica wore a nice bikini and she tied a little scarf. Ramses looked like he was going into the office on a Saturday. I'm like, what's going on here, Ramses? What are you wearing? It's a casual. He doesn't like to show his body. I don't know. He didn't even wear like a beach shirt. Then you wore full non-knit pants. What is going on?
Is it knit or linen? I don't know.
I can't remember, but it was just not. One of the things he wore was knit, and I was like, why? Sure.
He has a style and he sticks to it.
Shorts.
He's always wearing the same type of shirt, just in different prints or textures.
Yeah, I like his shirts. I'm like, I can't steal his
and the same pants, pretty much.
Yeah, just
and the suit. I actually want to know the story behind the cornrows. Sorry, not cornrows. The dreads.
Rat tail.
The two dreads. I want to know the story behind it.
I call them rat tails because that's what they look like.
Yeah, I don't get it, but I would like to know the story behind it.
There's no story. That's what the aesthetic.
If you can tell us why, not that we deserve to, okay, maybe we deserve to.
Deserves no, because why are you assaulting us with that?
Please tell us what the journey was, and is it your real hair or is it your real hair that you locked?
Real hair, yeah.
Or is it you added it on? I'm curious.
I think it's his real hair.
I want to know what they symbolize.
I saw someone on the internet that was going to do the same thing I did, because I saw someone that did the emoji, the meme of snipping off that. Because I'm very sure that I'm not the only person that will snip that thing off. Why isn't there?
That's a violation.
Whatever. He's violating my eyes with that rubbish. So that thing has to go. He's doing too much. They have all the earrings and he has the nose ring. Then you're like, forget it. Yeah, Altea Abi. Congrats to you. Anyways, Tim and Alex are still not, obviously after their fight last time, we left them with trying to resolve it. They're still in the separate rooms, but they still want to be together and everything. And then, so they eventually go on a date. They went ATVing and they went over some bridge that was kind of scary, but I think it was cool. Then, once again, he talked about it. He said, okay, that he wants to move forward. And she was like, oh, yeah, let's just keep the past in the past. And then he said, she's not asking us why I come back to the room. He said, yes. And she didn't show any, I'm so sorry. When I'm the one that is in the wrong, the way I behave is a way to show you that, oh my God. And it's really this kind of one that is this serious. I would try to show, or even if I don't show it, maybe I'm not the most expressive, but I would say, oh my God, I'm so happy that you're going to come back to the room. Yay. She use her body, use the body again, jump on him. Show excitement that, he's coming back, he's willing to work on this, because you know that you were wrong. Yeah. That is the truth. So I just didn't like the fact that she wasn't that excited. And maybe that's just, I'm not saying that she wasn't, and she didn't express the excitement, rather, is what I'm talking about. I wish she did. Then Ashley and Tyler, they went camel rides, which I didn't know they did that in Mexico, but cute. And then they discussed family holiday traditions. I guess traditions is to do with his children. Anyways, whatever. Hannah and Nick went bungee jumping. They went bungee jumping from a cable car suspended in the sky. I was like, oh, okay, that is wild.
I was like, hard pass. That is not for me.
You can't even waterboard me into doing that. Talking about waterboard, you cannot. And Taylor and Garrett went glass blowing, which I thought was very cute. And then, if you've seen Garrett's Instagram, he's a fish lover. So obviously they have to do things fish themed because he's obsessed with fish.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with fish. Then Monica and Steven, Monica mentioned, don't start complaining that she wanted flowers and he wasn't anything. And we're still in the one.
Look, I have this belief when it comes to men. And I strongly believe that you don't have to tell a guy something more than 10 times. If he truly, truly, truly cares and truly, truly, truly likes you, he will do it without you asking. Maybe you can remind him once or twice, but pushing for something and the guy is not naturally doing it. Although they're in Mexico and I'll give him the excuse.
I don't think that she gave him time.
Yeah, I know. I'm agreeing with you. I feel like they're in Mexico, they're on vacation. Let's wait till the real world. But anyway, I was right. In hindsight, I was right. He didn't like her that much.
No, Steven wants to eat cake and have it. He likes Monica. He wants to eat cake and have it. Monica is like the image of the woman.
You don't like me if you're gonna be texting someone in a sleep time.
But that's not how men work. So
man.
That's
how me.
That's how you, yes, but you know that's not
to
how
me
men
you
work.
Don't like me.
But you know that's not how men work.
That's rubbish. You guys need to function better. If you seriously,
you know that's how men work. So
you need to function.
Monica
better.
is like I said, she gives this very neat correspondence, very put together. So he liked that. She will look really good with him. And obviously they have fun and everything. So she's like, yeah, like you said now with the Habibi people, this is my wife. Then this is the one. So, but in this case, this one the side is the one that I have the freaky, because obviously
has time for that.
He has some freaky, sexy side. And Monica is not as freaky as him because there's the conversation they were having talking about butt stuff, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? So obviously she's like. She said, I'm saving my butt for my husband. I was like, oh my God.
Sounds like Troy from Community.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be butt stuff? Find out it.
Jeez, what stuff? No. I mean, I love this. I love it here. So they had a very good question about financial upbringing. Monica was a bit more, like, she was raised in a more financially affluent household than Stephen, because and I like that they discussed that, because sometimes it does cause the divide. And then I like when he said, oh, she's not how she likes gifts, and it's like, oh yeah, maybe I'm not gonna get something expensive like Kate Spade.
Something expensive.
I didn't say Kate Spade.
And she said, you dare not.
And then she said, I know something maybe like Louis Vuitton. And I said,
no, first she said YSL.
YSL, and he did
okay.
still didn't know.
And then he said Louis Vuitton. I said, who's he? I mean, who?
Is he a big deal?
Is he a big deal? Is
he like a big deal? I said,
So it is out of touch.
I love it, because those are those people, they used to be brought down a peg. And I hope somebody clipped that and sent it to some people at Louis Vuitton, so they can be like,
everybody knows you.
Everybody knows you, so go do it, But yeah, I guess at this point, I mean, obviously in hindsight, at this point, he was already having doubts. But I feel like the reason why he entertained, and I get why he was having doubts, because Monica is a bit much. Like, let's not put all the blame on Steven.
Oh no, we were already in the beginning. Like, if you watch our previous episodes, we're already scared of the way Monica reacts to things. So we were already like, this was not gonna work out. Yeah. You didn't know that there was just going to be extra on top of it. Yeah, but we already said this was not going to work out.
Yeah, so. I just felt like Monica was just...
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, he didn't handle it well. I personally just feel like I should have just told her, what, I cannot deal.
The only couple that we believed in, the only other couple that we now know will not work, should not work out, we hope not, is... yeah, because obviously... You see, some guys are just good. You believe everything that they put down for you. And then you find out that they have 3 children.
Yeah, that's why, personally, I don't believe in, like, all these FBI things in relationships.
But now, look at us.
I don't care. I still don't believe in it. So I still feel like production made him tell her. I don't think he told her of his own volition.
No, I that's what I said. I think that they didn't know, because when you were asking about, like, if he knew during the pods, they would have told him to tell her during the pods. I feel like it's something that they found out afterwards, and they're like, guy, what's up? And they made him tell her, and then it was off camera, and then she's like, we're having this conversation on camera. Yeah. Even like you said, Monica also said.
Yeah, Monica said on camera. Yeah.
So I'm just guys, sometimes man, I just wonder what the thought process is, or when you guys think these things.
I don't think it.
What is the thought process behind coming on a show, knowing that you're in a kind of dicey situation that you haven't sorted out, and you get on the show, you meet someone, and you still didn't tell the person, hey.
And then you proposed. Are you mad? And then you met the person.
You broke a lot of people's hearts. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, as I said, but the person's gone. Anyways, because Monica
we're rooting for I'm gonna say, for the people that really love Black Love. They're rooting for Black Love, and look at what you did. Look at what you did.
Alex on this side,
just
Tyler on this side.
I would have
Steven on the other side.
Like to see maybe
no Black Love.
Ashley maybe with him.
Yeah, that would have worked perfectly. Actually, I think I'm not sure why they didn't get along in the pods, but
sometimes I wish I could like shuffle people.
Because to me, when they are doing the selection, it should be like you have people in mind for each person. It should be like, oh, I think
you should talk to these people. I think you should.
No, you know, different. They talk to everybody. Yeah. But when you're picking people, like, oh, this person, like, you should have like a kind of board that, like, oh, ideally, everybody should have a match. You shouldn't have wild cards, and you shouldn't bring people on just for the craziness of it. Because I'm so sorry, Leo did not need to be on the show.
No,
it was traumatic to watch. For me personally, not like anybody else might try to manipulate me that hard, because I don't even give people the chance.
He was spiraling, and then he showed us he's spiraling.
That's not spiraling. That was a nice way. He was gaslighting the hell out of Hannah. He was trying so hard
and
to
you know what's crazy
her
is
into
that
what he wanted.
It wasn't because he wanted to choose. It was because he wanted to choose between 2 girls.
That's all. He wanted to choose, and he was not doing a tantrum that, I can't believe you're taking this away from me. And oh my God, my toy, my spice, one of my toys. One of those children that he didn't learn how to share. I guess because I'm the only child, he didn't learn how to share. So yeah, I guess this is an argument against only children. Thanks for that, Leo. That's okay, because that's what. And I mean, sorry to say this from her, but I'm glad that none of his family is around to see this kind of rubbish behavior. Because
I know, you're on this one.
No, I'm glad, because it's actually rubbish behavior. So I'm glad that it's only him that gets to kind of disgrace himself and himself alone. I'm glad that disgrace is on him and him alone, because it's rubbish. Anyways, Hannah, one of some of the funny things that Hannah said started from here when they had the couples dinner. She goes that, oh, I'm teaching Nick things, and I'm sure he can teach me some things too. I'm like, Hannah, please.
Did you teach her something?
She said, I'm sure that, yeah, she's like, I'm sure, maybe, she's like, I'm sure there will be something that you can teach me. I don't know what it is, but there are something.
And then she keeps pointing out, I'm older, you're older than me, but
not us, exactly. And I'm just like, girl, then this is where Alex tells Monica and Ashley about the incident between her and Tim when Tim almost left and everything. And then we see once again, so this is when they just have the fireworks, and then we see men and their love for each other, Tim and Tyler hugging each other and watching the fireworks. I'm like, you people have women, what's going on?
They're not.
They were hugging themselves. You people have women. Why are you people hugging themselves?
Oh, okay, yeah. And then Garrett and Steven.
Garrett and Steven were talking. Garrett was talking to. I'm like, Garrett, this is not the time. There's fireworks going on. Like, I guess you're a physicist. Maybe you're not really in touch with. I don't know.
No.
But you're just having it. And Steven was just allowing him.
It just shows you the love that men have for each other.
Yeah, Steven was like, oh, I felt I needed him to needed to get it out.
Yeah. Men, very thoughtful, very considerate. They're very thoughtful and considerate. So.
Because Monica had already just complained about the romance of the whole of it all. But you did not think, oh, this is a nice moment. Let me. No, you're like, no. Garrett is more important. Let me focus on Garrett.
Yeah,
I think what he needs to say is very important.
Very.
But Monica's request, that. So obviously Monica was pissed and she showed it. She was like, oh, thanks, babe. That was very nice. I was like, eh. She was pissed. And Steven came and he was shalaying to her and Taylor.
But Taylor was like, meh.
No, but Taylor was trying to defend Monica because she's just like, she's not, it feels some other people, they will really go in on him. But what she said was kind of in defense of that, because she was kind of saying that, but that it was important to Monica. So it's like, I mean, she didn't, not like she didn't care that Garrett wasn't with her, but she didn't get pissed. She was kind of like whatever about the Garrett part, but the Steven of it is what she was trying to say that no, but because obviously her and Monica are actually very close.
To be honest, like once the fireworks started, like just cut the conversation short. I'm like,
let's continue after.
We'll continue after,
yeah. Because I'm so sorry. Whatever Garrett has to say, it cannot be that important. Garrett is mad for that rubbish. Like,
I mean, he didn't know the fireworks were starting, but once
he knew the fireworks, I saw everybody was going and you can hear fireworks, not like on the
once you knew.
Because Garrett is not serious. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
Also another glow up person, so yeah.
Yeah, no, guys grew up.
Some respect on his name.
Yeah, he grew up. He grew up.
I need to learn.
He glowed up.
Remember, we have to glow up. The next time we are done, when we come back, we have to. I don't know what I do, but we have to glow up. It's very important.
I'm not just glowing up. I feel like the only two reasons why people glow up is love or heartbreak, and unless love.
Not for self.
People don't glow up for self, for sure. Unless that's why everybody is a thing. So obviously some people do it for themselves, but that's really a slower, longer process. So let's just say that we're on that journey. Sure, okay. Why not? Then some
this space.
Interesting conversation. So now we're back to the real world, because that was their final thing in Mexico. So they're back to the real world. And I start with Hannah and Nick. This conversation had me rolling because Hannah, and I know people are like, yeah, she's mean. She is mean, but it's funny. It's a funny mean. I'm so sorry. It is.
You like her.
No, I do like her, but because the way she says it, she doesn't say it in she says it to her. Let's not lie, because the way she says it, and then she looks at him like, I want you to feel this that I'm saying to you. So she wants it. For example, this conversation talking about sharing the chores, and then she now goes, she's more mature than him. But also that's also true. And then somehow that he's shocked. I'm like, but why are you shocked? Well, it's true. Then she now says that she's more emotionally intelligent than him, and just intelligent. I said, Hannah, you don't know if you're more intelligent than him. Stop that. Emotional intelligence and mature I give you, but intelligence, now that's pushing it. And also, I'm sorry, I know that I'm not pandering to men when I say this, but men do have more fragile egos than women. So you can't just keep beating a man.
You're not pandering to them. They would not even like what you just said.
Okay, whatever. You can't just keep beating. At the point of that, you can't just keep beating a man down like that, right? He's going to react at some point, and you will not like how he reacts. Because some men react with violence. They'll be like, "Oh, you do," because it's, and even with this is not even an ego thing, but even for me, like if you just keep poking, at some point the person is going to snap, right? And I feel like she's just poking, and it's like, okay, enough, like. But she's gonna keep saying these things. She's gonna keep throwing her little jabs at Nick. And he's going to keep absorbing it.
That's the thing with people that are always joking is...
She's not joking, I'm sorry.
always doing this type
All
of
this harsh joke, harsh comedy.
Is they usually can't take it back.
Yeah, because she couldn't take one joke about being unemployed and she'd have to leave the room.
Also,
it's like, oh, it's not funny. I'm like, girl, it was funny, stuff like that.
I know, what's with the toilet paper?
Hannah is wasteful.
Jeez.
She can finish a kitchen towel roll in just cleaning a small kitchen. Any small thing, she has drawn 5 to clean one little spot of water.
I don't get it.
I also clean the microwave.
When she was trying to dry her hands, she took like 3. And these are like double ply. These are the good ones. These are not the cheap.
It's bouncy, okay.
Good, yes, exactly. Like, you don't need more than one to try your hands.
Maybe at least you start from 1. Maybe you start and progress. No, she should just 4, 3, 6.
I'm like,
oh my God. And I'm so sorry, I have to call out white people here. Because only white people that will say that salad is a meal that they can cook. When Nick was mentioning things they can make, he said, I can make salad. What do you mean by make salad? You mean cut vegetables and put it in a bowl?
Yeah, you make it now.
What's making there?
Does it make?
So you can say, I can cut vegetables.
I can usually use the word.
Where will you put it? You put it on your head or on my head. What do you mean?
Usually people say I can throw it together. I throw a salad together. Whip it up.
But it's not a cooking skill.
But it is though.
No, it's not. Like
what about the person that made the food? She said
we're getting there. No, we're getting there. We're getting to those. I'm like, what the hell do you mean that is that you can cook salad? What is cooking? What is the cooking?
I mean, first of all, some salads have chicken, so you have to cook the chicken.
Girl, he didn't cook the chicken because we saw him when it was time to make pasta and he said how much water I saw.
No, first of all, he didn't know where dried
pasta. Opened the fridge to look for it. And then Hannah did the thing that most women do, where she just said, you know what, it's fine, I'll do it. And I'm like, no.
She should have actually let him do.
You tell him where the pasta is.
Yeah, and then
you tell him how much water. Yeah, and you make him cook it. And if it's rubbish, you like
I won't lie. I might actually depends on my mood of the day. I might do it or I might.
No, I won't do it. See, that's how weaponizing competence begins. Because because what happens is it's not that it may not always start out intentional.
Mm-hmm.
You start out unintentional. They're actually very clueless and ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you remember, I mean, just as recent as the 50s, women were still staying at home by and large. And so I think when did women start to go? Anyways, like in America, obviously, I'm not talking about everywhere in the world. So it's a very recent phenomenon that men grew up without their moms in homes.
Mm-hmm.
So it stands to reason that, and those women are very domesticated. So it stands to reason that most men actually don't know where things are because they never had to know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, the point is that it's reasonable to assume that some of them genuinely, they're not weaponizing it, they're actually just incompetent. But then, so maybe they try a couple of times, and then, you just get impatient because, this is taking much longer. Funny thing is that when it's children that are doing this thing, you have patience with children because you know that, they're just learning. But with adults, you just assume because you think they should also know. So then you know, like, you know what, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Because he asked like 2 questions, and she was like, no, just don't worry about it, guy. And obviously she was pissed. I'm like, no, just tell him, okay, fill it to half, put salt, boil it. Then
and
once it's boiling, don't break it. Don't break it. And then when it's boiling, you can put in the pasta, and then you set a timer for it. Just walk him through the steps, and then leave it to him. If he burns it, you say, okay, you're going to keep doing this until he gets it right.
He still even complained about the food afterwards. I can't remember what he said about the food, but yeah.
Yes. Then
So yeah, then
Monica and Steven once again. No, we haven't read that part. I'm just talking about the first part. Monica and Steven. Monica mentioning flowers like 10 million times again. I'm like, girl, I think he gets it because the next date they went on was a flower date and she was happy. I said, thank you. I think he got it, but you don't need to. But you know what? I would actually prefer how she did it. I want women to be able to say what you want.
Yeah, no, say what you want. But my rule is you shouldn't tell a guy what you want more than like. There's a limit.
I think you're giving guys too much credit.
No, I just strongly believe that if you're not doing it, you don't want to do it. That's what I believe.
So, but also, I think, so the thing about men is that they take time.
You don't like me enough to do what I asked you to do.
Men don't like, that's the thing, men don't, and I hate that I'm saying this, but men don't like it when, like, they are, as in when you tell them to do something, they're not going to do it, as in, when I say do something, I mean like something for you that you like. They won't do it at that moment. You have to give them some time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can say, "Oh, I really like some flowers," and then you just.
But this is something that has to do with it has to do with affection and showing that you love someone. That's why I'm having an issue with it. It's not like something else that it's mundane. Do you get?
That's my thing. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Guys don't like to do romantic gestures after you've just said they should do it. They want it to be their own idea. Like, okay, I did this. So even if you say you like flowers today, it's not like today you get flowers.
Yeah, no, I don't expect you to give me flowers today.
You may not even get it till like 2 weeks later.
That's fine as long as you do it, and I
But
don't
that's what
have
I'm
to
saying.
keep
Monica
repeating.
did not give the time.
Okay.
Every
No.
lovely
We agree
day.
with that. But my point to Monica is for future reference. If you tell someone something more, and you keep, first of all,
You should not be reiterating every day.
Yes, you shouldn't. Two, you should give time, and once you've given time and you've said it, and the person's not doing it, the person does not like you. I'm sorry. Mine is a hard rule,
Yeah,
especially
they're
if
not prioritizing
you're of a
you.
certain age and you're looking to be with someone.
marry, yeah.
Do not waste your time, please. Like, just move on. That's the problem that we women have, is sometimes we stay too long, we waste our time with someone that clearly is not ready for us, clearly is not serious, and just don't let someone use you to fill in the void or fill in time. That's my thing. I'd rather you be alone, honestly.
Yeah, I think you'd rather be alone so than just
you're better off
stressing
alone.
about stuff like that.
Because then you can love yourself and buy yourself the flowers and be happy by yourself.
Yeah, but also I wonder if she also gave him his love language, which I mean I don't know what his love language was, but
I mean,
we
nobody
didn't get
cares
to
about
hear.
Steven's love
No,
language.
because
At
I'm
this-
sorry.
at
No,
this
but I mean
point.
we have to, because I'm in terms of people like that are like so insistent on what they
fine.
want.
Yes.
And so I'm just saying, like, obviously Steven is cancelled, but I'm saying like from Monica, like this is more like a point for her. Like if she doesn't, I don't know if she knew what his love language was and if she ever tried to. Obviously, they didn't show that part, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if she knew what love language was and if she tried to give it to him. For example, if his love language was words of affirmation, she did not give it to him because she was her words were not of affirmation.
Also, can I say, because this is like a discord that I've seen some people are having about dating people out of their social class or whatever. It's because this comes into play in this conversation. If you know, there are bare minimum and bare bases, and men always have a standard. They're not willing to buck. But I see women willing to buck. You have a standard. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to date someone in your social economic class, fine. Stay there and start dating from there. I strongly believe that. Like, if you know you cannot handle someone that didn't grow up the same or had the same lifestyle, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't look down on people, obviously, if you're not in your social class. But dating that social class, do you get those? Like you're saying, what do you talk about in the pods? Like, what were you guys talking about? And then you're coming to the camera and telling me, oh, you didn't go to this, you didn't do this. But my girl, you care. You actually care.
I'm sorry, Steven definitely once he's an electrician and you know he didn't go to four-year college.
Guess what?
Yeah, you cared.
You telling us that you've had exes that owe you money tells me that you're repeating a cycle.
How about she collected that money?
But you're repeating a cycle. You've done it a couple times. You tried to date someone beneath your social class. It didn't work out. Why are you doing it again? Like, why are we still here?
No, well, to be fair, she's not trying to judge the whole social class by the few frogs, which is fair.
Yeah, I know, but don't do it again.
It's not by the social class. I think it's actually by the kind of person. I think she's missing the mark on the kind of person.
Yeah, but I'm saying that since there's something that it's a bare base for her, like since there's so like you first of all say this is my lower limit, like my threshold, this is my lower limit of my threshold, right? I don't want to start talking about graph. It's the lower limit of my threshold, right? Good. Do not go beneath it. Because it's important to me that the person that I am with makes just as much money or slightly less, but not so much. We start from there, and then we pick on character, we pick on all the other things that we care about. It's important to me because the thing is, if she's going beneath, right, that's already like below.
I don't think that she has any
threshold.
issue with like you. I don't think she has any issue with being the person that earns more. I think her issue
No,
is that the guys don't treat her well. That's why that will never be her first thing. Her first thing will always be the character. It should always be the character. No, her first thing should always be character.
It should be character, but she's missing the mark too. It's both things. I feel like
I don't think it matters. I actually don't think she cares about being the one that earns more.
No, it's not about earning more. I think
like spending more, whatever. I just don't think that she's missing the right. I think because she's trying to. I think that people do this thing where when somebody is not your spec, you kind of sometimes weirdly lower your standard. I don't know how to explain.
I still stand by what I stand by. Ladies have standards, like
have standards. And stick to them. I'm not disputing about that. I'm just saying that for Monica, I don't think she has an issue with being the one to pay. It's just more like the people that she does it for end up being.
I think that she has an issue with it.
I think she has an issue with the fact that the people end up being pieces of shit. it's not about.
I think she wants to have someone that will treat her the same way that she treats the person, and sadly, because she's on a certain level.
That well, sorry, I'm so sorry.
No. I mean, I'm talking about money now. Where there are many things, Monica. I'm not trying to psychoanalyze. There are many things that are like off. I'm just talking about the money thing right now, and many things are off. But like, I feel like you know how like for some people life is just easy because you don't have to talk about certain things, and then we can move from there. That's why I feel like for Monica she should do is just bare minimum. That's the bare minimum for someone like you, and then we move to character and other things and move up from there. That's why I'm just saying because I'm not saying that someone that earns less than you won't find someone with good character. Of course you would, but just like we say, sometimes it's really hard. Some people really hold that thing to chest that she's earning more than me, but it's more work. That's what I'm trying to say. Just bare bones, start from there, and then obviously character and everything should follow. That's what I'm saying.
She needs to work on herself too. And like,
yes, we know. We said this last week that we didn't like certain things, we didn't like it. Yeah.
To Steven, she kind of is disrespectful. If the show had continued, we have seen her disrespect.
I hope that people, when they watch themselves back, they realize why.
No, they'll say it's editing.
No.
God. They'll say it's the editing. That's my issue, right? They'll always, and you can always blame it on editing because obviously they are not showing. It's not Big Brother.
Me, I sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know certain things that I'm doing. But if it's pointed out to me, I take it in and I don't like do the defensive thing. I accept it and I'm like, okay, this is something I should work on. You get or analyze.
Think about it.
Think about exactly.
Yeah. Don't just be like, editing.
Don't just say editing.
Sometimes you are a bit of a
sometimes you have yes people around you. I won't tell you the truth. So.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, we've seen that some people, even though they've accepted them. aka Alex's family and Anna's family, they've accepted the rubbish. They've accepted you with the rubbish. So you think that that's your family. Not everybody's gonna accept you with the rubbish.
Yeah,
and they don't have to.
I know you're gonna come to this conversation about family and how people will say they are big on family, but
they are big
on your own family and not on family.
Yeah, they're not big on family. Yeah. That's what I can say. I'm like, and obviously it was a recent realization watching all these Love is Blind things. I'm like, you're actually not big on family. Yes. Anyways, get there. Let's go.
This I didn't expect us to talk this much, but there's so much to talk about.
There's so much to talk about because this part driving was crazy. Anyways, we learned that Tim doesn't like to cuddle, which is like, I'm fine with that for Alex because she doesn't.
I don't think Tim doesn't like to cuddle.
He said he sleeps hot.
Yeah, so. Sure. Tim is giving an excuse.
He said he sleeps hot
because Alex is giving him the. He's just like, I'm gonna withhold my love right now.
Fair. I don't
because
like
you're moving crazy.
Night, I don't like
I mean, obviously not throughout the night. Obviously,
can cuddle for like 10-15 minutes.
It's not logical. I mean,
and move away. Some people sleep better, but not me. Please cuddle 10-15 minutes.
I was about to speak Yoruba.
And move away to your territory. Face this side. Then, oh God! So these are some moments that I was like, Taylor and Garrett meet Garrett's parents. Please take over because.
No, you have to. You're the one that has stronger feelings.
You know what? This is why boy moms get a bad rap. Because why are you crying? Because your son is talking about how he found love on a show that you knew he was going on. That you know that they've fallen in love and married in 2 months.
Yeah.
Why are you crying?
Yeah. Why?
This is not why you're running. Why are you crying?
Yeah.
Why are you crying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just. Anyways, her parents opted out because of cameras, but in the preview, I think that's her mom. I think we see her mom later on.
Yeah. Are you done with that conversation? Because I have something to say.
Yeah, no, then just like obviously the family was expressing like a bit of concern, like just kind of fast and whatnot. And Taylor was trying her best to reassure them because they were talking about how like they are both smart, they're both
a good communicator because she talks so well in that call, and I don't understand how you have someone and he bigs her up. Oh, she went to John Hopkins. She did this. This is all her accolades. Amazing person.
Mommy is weeping.
Do you understand that you don't find that person just easy like that? And why are you acting like Taylor is not going through the exact same thing your son is going through? Like her family's not going through. And then she's going, I'm not trying to say, it's not you. It's not, no. You're doing too much. You're actually, I need people to stop with the tears. Like what's happening is Garrett dying. And
I hated it because she was there with her daughter who had given her grandchildren. And our husband was also standing right there. I'm like, you have your husband, your daughter, and your grandchildren. And you're crying like the love of life is going off, it's shipping off to see. What's going on? What's going on? This is why I talk about boy moms, that you people are problematic.
Yeah, at first I thought she was crying because she was overwhelmed with
no, guy face. I was like, what's going on?
And then later I'm like, weeping. Oh no, it's not that.
No, it's not that. Yeah. And I was like, what's going on? Then we found out later that I guess in the post they had discussed because Taylor wants to move to San Diego, and Garrett is like, sure. And then apparently they have a family email, Garrett's family. That's it. And I'm like, that is already weird. Anyways, anybody that has a family newsletter from IPA, I'm sorry, I find it weird. That's now IPA are taking your family pride to a whole new level.
They have a family crest.
Once you pass family group chats, IPA are taking it to another level. So, because why am I emailing my parents? Why can't I text my parents or call them? Anyways, he emails them. They're in the family email, and definitely, I know he didn't show Taylor that email because his mother said things that if Taylor sees that thing, she can't. Who say she's not marrying again?
Okay, this is another.
Because he said that well, I know that he's not really a guy. It's about Taylor. Sorry, your mother has the
This
problem.
is another conversation that we need to have with parents, and when someone is about to get married, you understand that when you say these things later on, she'll be wondering why she doesn't feel comfortable in her house if she comes over. Because what if she sees that email? Like eventually, let's say they get married and she sees the email. And then she realizes this is what you think of her. What's going to happen now is that you're not feel comfortable in her house for something that you did, not that she did. Like some things should stay in the draft in your head and watch things play out. If I need parents to understand something. Like if you raised your kids well, you raised them right, you believe you did the work. Like Ashley's dad, your decision, and I'm gonna respect it. Also, why this is the 7th season of Love is